Hi, church. My name is Jenny Avenshine, and I am with Sing and Sprout, a music and movement curricula company that ministers to the mind, body, and spirit of little sprouts. And I want to tell you why using music and movement is one of the very best ways to minister to these little ones. Our curricula can be used in Sunday school, Wednesday night worship. You can add it on to Vacation Bible School for the 0 to 5 years old children, and you can also use it as the most amazing outreach. It's easy to teach, it's adaptable, and mostly it is fun for those volunteers, and it really ministers to those children, and I'll tell you why. A moving child is a learning child, and a learning child is a moving child. That's why you have these children that want to move, because they want to learn, and the more they want to learn, the more they want to move. The brain puts priority during this window of opportunity for wires to be connected and those connections to be strengthened through life experiences. Science proves that music and movement is one of the very best ways to do it. Well, you take Bible truths and Bible verses, which are even hard for me to learn and understand and hide in my heart. What if we put them to melody? Just like the alphabet, you have 26 random letters held together by the glue of melody. And that's what makes it magical and exciting and supernatural. And that's why God created music, and it's awesome. As a children's ministry director, I knew that we could be doing something different and better in Sunday school in this age group. Instead of just teaching them a tiny little Bible time and then have free play and then maybe a craft time or a snack time. What if the entire thing was music and movement, so that we are stimulating the development of the whole child? So we're doing better. We're meeting them where they're at. We're meeting their needs and what God is doing in their lives. Stimulating the development of cognitive, social, emotional, physical, which is fine and gross motor, and spiritual. So when the Sunday school programming that I came up with ended up being successful, I said, why don't we do it as an outreach? And that's my heart of hearts, because I have a heart for evangelism and discipleship. With outreach, I knew we could be doing something better. I love Vacation Bible School, but what was missing is my connection with the families of these little ones. So I took the same program and I said, let's do a weekly Sing and Sprout class. And if you were to do this, you could either give it away for free to your community, or you could charge if you'd like to. That's completely up to you. I taught Tuesday mornings, 9 a.m. and 10 a.m., and we had 2 full classes, and the best thing was it was affordable, and what was even more wonderful is I was able to connect with those families, those caregivers were able to connect with one another, and most importantly, they're able to connect with God. The coolest part is they're walking through your hallways. They're getting to know your parking lot. I'm passing out information about our church programming. I'm telling them about what small groups they could be part of, what events are coming up, what sermon series we're on. And they slowly get to become familiar with a place that, if they choose to, engage in the offerings that we have. And that's what can happen with you. And so I taught the 8 weeks, which is each curricula of ours is 8 lessons, each 45 minutes a piece. And I ended up teaching that for 8 weeks, and then guess what happened? They wanted to come again, and then they wanted to come again. And it's really wonderful. I know that starting something new is scary and exciting. And much like when we plant a seed, a lot of times all the time that seed that gets planted, the roots go down. That's the first part of growth. It goes down into dark, into damp. It displaces the soil. There's growing pains. And then after a while, on a daily basis that you're nurturing that seed, that idea, that creation that you're part of, it all of a sudden, as you reap what you sow, and you see the fruits of your labor. As a Sing and Sprout team, we are committed to excellence. We're committed to practicing. We're committed to learning where our mistakes are and getting better, and coming up with new things that are inspired by God. And we are here to support you. I want to have a conversation with you. You can connect with us on our website, singandsprout.com. You can look at our studio page, which is on Facebook, Sing and Sprout Studio Sioux Falls, and see what we're doing. I am telling you that this is the very best way to minister. You can use our curricula even in nursery. I love it because if you're a small church, you can use that curricula Bring in, if you're a small church, you've got small numbers from 0 to 5, bring them all together and teach Sing and Sprout Sunday mornings to 0 to 5 years old. And especially with those little ones, they are growing so much because you put a jingle bell in their hand and involuntarily they're going to move their wrist, and all of a sudden cognitively with cause and effect something's going on, and now you're giving their brain something to focus on, and they stop missing mom. So many times I would have an infant come across the half wall into our Sunday school program, and they stopped crying because we're starting to give their brain something to work on. And again, a moving child is a learning child, and a learning child is a moving child. The other thing is our volunteers. We're now connecting more with the kids instead of holding a baby or playing with a toddler, but really talking over them and talking to one another. We had them fully engaged. So again, it's easy to teach, it's adaptable, it's affordable, and most importantly, it's effective, most effective. So anyway, just reach out to us and on our website or Facebook page, and let's continue the conversation about starting something new. Thanks, guys. Bye.